Welcome to ONT Power Solutions, the 13th video in the Tellabs Optical LAN System Architecture and Application series. In this video, we'll discuss the different power options for the Tellabs Optical Network Terminal. The topics covered in this video will be an overview of the powering requirements of the Tellabs Optical Network Terminal, a description of the local powering options, and a description of the remote powering options for the Tellabs Optical LAN ONTs. Every ONT needs power. However, each ONT has its own powering requirements. Most all ONTs require some sort of DC power feed. The only exception to this is the ONT 248 and ONT 224. These ONTs require a commercial AC power source. For that reason, these ONTs are typically rack mounted in areas near AC power outlets. Each ONT requires power to support the function of the ONT and to provide power to devices that negotiate power over Ethernet. Available PoE is determined by two factors: the maximum PoE power the ONT is capable of and the amount of power that is consumed by the ONT. For example, if an ONT is capable of supporting 140 watts of PoE, but is only supplied 100 watts of power, available PoE would be the supplied wattage minus the wattage required for the function of the ONT. DC-powered ONTs can be powered in two ways, locally or remotely. Local powered requires the use of AC to DC power adapters. These devices require the use of an AC outlet. This solution can be used if there is an AC outlet within 8 feet of the ONT. Remote powering relies on power distribution units. Using a PDU provides flexibility in the mounting location of the ONT, as the ONT does not rely on commercial AC power. Local power sources for ONTs can be economical and can be installed quickly and easily. However, this option is more difficult to provide backup power to the ONT and cannot be monitored on the network. It is also not recommended as a source of power for wall-mounted ONTs, as it undermines the protection of the power connection to the ONT. It is important to use the AC to DC power adapter that meets the PoE powering needs of the ONT. 3 ONT power adapters are available for Tellabs ONTs: an 81 watt, 150 watt, and a 320 watt. Optimal power is available for all ONTs with the use of the appropriate power adapter. Class 2 powering systems are low voltage units that provide remote DC electricity to ONTs. Class 2 systems are designed to meet strict safety standards defined by the NEC, which specifies the maximum power output and voltage levels for Class 2 circuits. These Class 2 systems support current limiting to limit the total power per circuit to 100 watts and 57 volts DC. This system can be installed using conventional surface-mounted cables, and it does not require a certified electrician. Depending on the gauge of copper wires used and the amount of wattage needed, these systems can extend the reach of optical LAN ONTs for hundreds of feet. If unused CADX cables exist, they can be repurposed to carry voltage to the ONT. If more than 100 watts is needed at the ONT, multiple Class 2 circuits can be combined and introduced to a single ONT. This configuration requires an intelligent PDU that allows for parallel output groups. When a group is established on the PDU, all power pairs in the group will be shut down when a single circuit from the group experiences a fault. Class 4, also known as fault managed power, is the newest powering technology defined by the NEC standards. A fault-managed power transmitter can safely deliver higher voltages better than other class-rated circuits, since it has added safeguards for monitoring and fault management. Also, Class 4 has greater reach, as it can safely and reliably power ONTs over longer distances. What makes Class 4 innovative is its safe-to-touch and intelligent pulse power that transmits energy in short beats. This is accomplished by using a specialized power supply that delivers energy in short bursts, which are typically less than 1 millisecond in duration. These pulses of energy work in concert with voltage limitations and power shutoff based on the detection of fault conditions, At the far end, a fault-managed power receiver converts this power into usable DC power for ONTs. Finally, these systems can help to minimize the copper needed to power ONTs as lower gauge cabling is required. This concludes this video. In it, we have discussed an overview of the powering requirements of the Tellabs Optical Network Terminal, a description of the local powering options, and a description of the remote powering options for the Tellabs Optical LAN ONTs.